Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian, and we are here for the last part for Crisis on Infinite Earths. So, and we're starting off also, Legend is coming back, so there's that as well. Legend, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be episode 1 of season 5. I don't know if it's supposed to be like episode 0, and then we're coming back with Legends episode 1, or episode 1's actually part of the crossover, not really sure. Anyway, yeah, we're back. This is the last part of the crossover. I think Oliver's gone. I'm not really sure. Again, he's a Spectre. He's supposed to be a spirit. I don't know if like his physical body's now been destroyed, so now Oliver's just Spectre. I'm not sure about that. But the universe has been restarted. Thanks to Oliver and the rest of the team. Not really sure what's going on with Antimonitor. I don't know if we're gonna have a fight against him now, because that's kind of how it is in the comics. Like once they restart it, they still have to fight him for the last bit, and then completely get rid of him. I don't know how, like if the multiverse itself has been restarted, so we have like Earth 2 back, Earth 28 I think was Kara's Earth. I don't know if that Earth is back. I don't know if whatever Earth Jefferson's Earth, I don't know, like Black Lightning. I don't know if his Earth is back. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what this episode was supposed to be about. I figured it was gonna be like whatever happened last episode was gonna be spread out through that and this. But we shall see what the last part, guys. Here we go. Last part of the crisis.
And now I am proud to introduce the winner of this year's
Lex
Nobel Peace
Luthor?
Prize, Lex Luthor.
Yeah? Am I still dreaming? I know, right? It is so great when this award goes to someone who actually deserves it.
What did you do? You sack of.
He's the best guy.
No, he's not. He's a psychopathic lunatic.
What? No, he's the boss. And he's your #1 supporter. I mean, besides Lena. And all the times that they defended you to the president, what has gotten into you?
What? Wait, did you just say boss?
Oh, son of a.
This will be faster.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do the thing. You were a Superman in another Earth. Oh.
There's a multiverse? It all got destroyed. There's an evil Batman and there's a me that's a super me?
It'll take him some time to assimilate to this new paradigm. I've been going from city to city, restoring the memories of our compatriots as best I can.
And what about Oliver?
We already know.
Martian John came by and gave us a splitting headache.
It all happened, didn't it?
He died twice, Sarah. I wasn't there. Both times. Both times I failed him.
Dick, you think that's...
It's okay. I wasn't there. He was my brother.
I know.
What is that?
We're being attacked.
By who?
Monitor? Anti-monitor?
You wouldn't believe it if I told you.
Shadow demons? Giant No. Bebo? Why is he here?
Bebo.
And attacking?
And who should I make this out
Doris. I'm such a huge fan, Rebecca. I mean, what should I call you?
Rebecca's fine.
Rebecca's fine.
Doris, thanks for the passion, love.
That penmanship.
Thanks, Supergirl.
What the hell? Someone should have told you. Bebo, he's off limits.
You're darn right, Sarah. What?
Got him again.
Yep, there he is. Ooh. Nice. Good job, Sarah. Whoa.
New world, new look.
Got the chat out of here.
So, alright. So that way they don't have to do that. That's clever. Kind of funny. Oh, I wish we had more. Hey, Clark's here! Oh.
It's been a while, Frosty. You look good.
Thanks. I read your book, Rebecca.
Which one? I'm very prolific. Whoa.
Hey, I was wondering where you were.
Who the hell are you? God just saved your ass.
We had that covered.
Sure you did.
We will not fail this world. For Oliver. For Oliver.
For Oliver.
Oh, cool. Great. Ugh. Ah. Oh no, he's growing. God dang it. Really don't need this right now. Oh, that means Argo's good, right?
Shadows are on the move again. Perez landing.
Are you serious? We need more people.
Yeah, we know we're here.
Hope I'm not too late.
Ray?
Hang on, Superman.
Okay, that was weird.
Thankfully, we were saved by Earth's greatest heroes who came together
Sarah.
Oh,
Come
wow!
over here, your brother wants to play with you.
such an event. Their unity and strength
I didn't even think about that.
us all. I'm told this assembly was led by Star City's Oliver Queen, otherwise known as the Green Arrow. It is with great sadness that I must inform you that Oliver Queen sacrificed his life for our world's survival. He is known to us as the first of our heroes. And while this is a devastating loss, we can take solace in knowing that he lived as he died, with honor. A grateful nation thanks you, Mr. Queen. May you finally find rest in the hereafter.
In the end, there was only one. A single black infinitude. Then the infinitude found release. And finally, the darkness broke, filling it with life. And spread out before space and time in infinite measure. Until, finally, the Age of Heroes was born.
Thanks for believing in me, even when I didn't. You had this way of bringing out the very best in all of us. I'm gonna miss you, man.
Lost a lot of people that I love. but I never imagined my life without you in it. You're always there for me. And now... only you changed my fate for the better. Thank you.
I figure we could all use this to gather if anything ever happens again.
It's a great idea, Barry.
Thanks, Superman.
It's a better option than you all dropping by the DEO.
Why do we even need it? I mean, how often does the world almost come to an end? Oh, it's like that.
Don't worry,
Welcome
I was
to
new last
this.
year.
All right, listen, I haven't even shared
Yeah, she's new
the
too,
best
so
part
don't worry
yet.
about
You ready?
it. Is it the tape? It's a bit smaller.
Oh,
Oh,
That's cool.
nice. Should have leveled that, bro.
Yeah. Not bad.
I love it.
Oh, it's a lot bigger than I thought it was.
Perfect.
Or a bit bigger. That was really tiny. Sorry. Lost on me, sorry. Ah, it looks so much. I don't remember what it looked like before, but it definitely looks like the Hall of Justice now. So, okay, yeah, that's. I wasn't sure if it was going the route that the comics did, but they did. They merged all of the Earths. They're all in one now, Black Lightning included. So any further crossovers, Black Lightning could be included. Doesn't mean they will be, because I mean. Last year's crossover, Legends wasn't involved at all, so, you know. I mean, not at all, technically speaking, but they weren't in the lineup of the crossover, because Gary was in the last crossover for like a little bit. Hold on, real quick before I get into anything. I'm curious. I don't know who this Gleek is. I'm so sorry if that's something I should know. I thought it was Joker for a second because I heard laughing. I thought, let me just check real quick if I heard that correctly. Or I'm just being crazy. Oh, it was a monkey. I mean, I figured it was something considering it was a banana peel, but I just didn't. I had no idea what was going on. Okay. A blue alien monkey? And the pet of the Wonder Twins. Okay. Weird. Often used as comic relief. I'm assuming for the Super Friends show. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I know nothing about Gleek. But, okay. Now, one thing I am a little curious about, or not curious, well, no, yeah, curious, I'll go to that right now, is the future kids. They're just gone? So they're not going to have, are they not going to remember any of that time they spent with their parents? So Mia doesn't get that still? She had some character growth in the present. So I don't, unless Jean, I mean, Martians can live for quite a while, so maybe Jean can visit her in that time and then just, or make things more expedient. I mean, I don't know, time travel's a little funky. I mean, he could technically do that right now. In that, he could time travel and just time in itself. Like, he could remember to tell himself, or he could remember to meet up with future Mia and then bring her memories back, or I guess implement the memories. I don't know exactly, or have Sarah, or ask Sarah to take him to the future and do that. I don't know. Anyway, I just feel like that they should at least have those memories. But so I guess that God, my eye is like all like funked up. So that being said, is that future completely changed now too because of the fact that all Earths are merged? So the time is gonna be different because there's many different heroes in one Earth now. I mean, there's I don't know how many there are, because I mean the only ones we've seen are that weren't on Earth 1 are Kara and Jefferson. So that's different. That's very interesting. Okay, that changes every show. Well, not every show. Well, in essence, every show, because I mean now Supergirl is in the same Earth as Barry, but more so. That's like one hero like that wasn't in, well, technically I guess two if you want to bring in Jefferson, but that's two other heroes, and in Kara's Earth there are many others, and now there's also Supergirl, Superman, and there was a weird thing, he has two sons. I'm assuming that would have been, because I think Brandon Roos Superman, his son, he had a son too. I think that his son was killed. Or I know Lois was supposed to have been killed in that Earth, but so I wonder if I know Jean like replaced, or he brought their memories back, or I don't know, because I mean they're not their memories, so he wouldn't necessarily bring them back. I don't know. He's doing something to somehow bring memories from themselves from before into their minds now. But anyway, so he did it to Clark. I don't know if he did that to Lois. So I don't know if she'll know anything about this. We didn't see anything of Iris. Hold on, my eyeball. Oh yeah, no, she was in the last bit of the crossover. So we didn't see any of. God dang it, something in my eye. We didn't see any Iris at all this episode. Really weird. I don't know. We didn't see Cisco. So the only ones from Flash were Caitlin and Nash, who's now Nash again. He's no longer Pariah, but he has Pariah's memories. He's still as kind of snarky or as somewhat antagonistic or aggressive, I guess, I don't know, as Nash was, but he's got a little bit more of the regret that Pariah had, like the knowledge, the I guess I can't think of the word, but I'll think of the sorrow that Pariah had, but not as much, I don't think. It's not as upfront. And God, I feel so bad for Dig, because I mean, like Rick, Renee. Sorry, his name is Renee. Here, Diana. They all got just like that wash of emotions, just like that. Oliver's gone in like an instant. God, poor Dig, man. Like he was saying that he wanted to be there with him, and then he wasn't there when he was killed the first time, and then as Spectre when he was killed again, he didn't. And he has to have that in his memories forever. But a couple things, I mean, a lot of good things have come from this. One, we have now a bunch of heroes in one world, and it's very interesting. I mean, I'm gonna miss going to be able to just go over to other Earths. That being said, does that means we have the other Laurel, right? Where was she? I don't remember where she was in the crossover. But yeah, they were all on the island. And then Dig was only brought afterwards. Anyway, it's been a few weeks since the first 3 parts of the crossover. So, but would Laura be part of this Earth then now? That's interesting, because Laura's supposed to be dead, but now there's this Laurel. And that means all the other counterparts are not gonna. I don't know. This is gonna be very interesting finding out, like later on, like the next week stuff. Whenever the shows come back, because I know Flash isn't coming back for a bit. I think Legends is taking place of. Legends is taking place of the Flash until Arrow's up, I think, and then they come back in February. I'll look into it. Later. But yeah, there has to be some kind of repercussions after all this. I mean, apart from the fact that there's just one Earth now. Because now we got, not only do we have multiple or different, all the heroes on one Earth, we have all the villains too. We have Lex. We haven't dealt with that. We haven't. And but the Lena. Oh my god! So we've completely gotten rid of the Lena issue, because Lena's supposed to be supportive of Kara now, but Lex is, god dang it. So is Lex, was he a good guy in this version before, this Lex kind of took his place, I guess? This brings so many questions now. So many things that we have to tackle, because coming into Supergirl next week, right? I'm pretty sure it's coming back next week along with Batwoman. We have to deal with Lex being an issue of, people are actually looking up to him now, or they're, he's in favor of people. He's not guilty of killing many people, like a lot of people. I was gonna say genocide, but I don't think he did that. But he's killed he's killed a lot of people. There's the thing that I don't mind necessarily so much is if this is the case, that Lena is now more on our side. I don't know. Does she know now that does she still know that Kara's Supergirl? Has that been undone? Or does she still know? But now it's like more mutual, and it was more like Kara had told Lena about this. But if Jean has replaced, or he's like brought the memories back, and then not only brought them back, but he's also, I think it's more so like he's put his memories in other people's minds, so like or like shared memory. So because Renee and Dinah, they know about what happened, and they weren't the Paragons. They weren't even there, actually. Like this whole time, up until the Legends episode, they weren't here. They weren't in the crossover. They were in a very limited amount of time. So then Nia, I think Jean got all of them, not just the Paragon. I think he got others too. Because again, Clark now knows. Renee, Dinah. I'm assuming Lila knows. Anybody? I don't know who. Because the world knows. It's in a different aspect that Oliver sacrificed himself to, to save the world. Then they think it's just the world, but it's it's not the multiverse now. It's Earth Prime. Oh boy. But that means, okay. But I'm the reason I was saying that is because now Alex would be in on the fact that Lex isn't a great person unless he turns over a new leaf, because he's like, oh, so this is what being a hero is like. Interesting. So maybe he's like, well, I'm in control. I don't have to be evil to do it. Maybe I can just be in control and be nice. I don't see that happening. But it's possible, I guess. Because I mean, in the comics, I think it was, I don't remember if Lex survived. Like our Earth Lex. Earth 3 Lex survived, I think, who was a good version of Lex. And he was alive on this Earth by the end of it. So I don't know if he's going to be kind of like taking the place of that Lex. I really don't see that happening, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's a possibility now, because if they would go, like, if they're somewhat going, because I mean, they freaking made to where it's just a one Earth, one universe. So I don't know what all they're adapting to the series. And we're bringing now Jefferson into this crazy world that is the rest of the DC, the Arrowverse. That, I mean, I can't not, I don't know, I can't call it anything else other than the Arrowverse. But like, even though Arrow's gonna be gone, it's like Arrow started. So I mean, I don't think anybody will really call it anything else. But Jefferson, like, he's been, I mean, I don't know what happened in season 3. I haven't seen any of it. But he's been dealing with more street level stuff. So it's like, this is gonna be crazy for. I mean, he just dealt with it now. He's saying, like, it's just funny because, like, bringing, like, him into this kind of stuff now. He's like, I mean, why would we be meeting up? How often does the world gonna be? How often can the world be in danger? And they're all just like, well, I just love he's like, oh, it's like that. It's like, yeah, welcome to the craziness that is this. But Kay, I think she said that she's new to this too. I think that was her response to that. Oh, I was in your Cape last year. Okay, well yeah, it was new for her last year. Forgot. But no, yeah. What she said? New. I was in your Cape last year. Is that what she said? Oh, I was the new kid last year. Okay. I mean, I was in your Cape would have worked as well, but okay. New kid last year, yeah. Fair enough. And he's older than you though, but I mean, fair enough. You are new to you have somewhat more experience to being to the whole world danger aspect. But it's gonna be interesting that have Black Lightning now into the crossover, which makes sense. I mean, we're getting rid of one, and so why not replace it with no, because then Batwoman. So we're technically replacing it with two. But again, we might not include everybody in the crossovers. I don't know where they can go from here. I mean, the world's like this. These worlds are never short of calamity. But I'm just saying, like in terms of, I mean, I don't think it can ever be as big as something like this again. But I mean, still, danger is danger. Whether it's not as dangerous and not as easy or as difficult as the last issue you dealt with doesn't mean it's not something that we should be taken seriously. So it may not be as big, but still be an issue that they'll probably need to come together to fix, as is the way of the Justice League, which is cool. I think this is basically our Justice League now, like almost. I think like our official, because they got the table, everything, in the Hall of Justice, which is really cool. What would be really cool is if their next crossover was actually like called like Justice League. That'd be so cool, or something along those lines. And speaking of which, they showed like a glimpse of the JSA. Was that like I know there's like a show I think that they're in the works. I think of like Stargirl. I know I saw Stargirl in that like poster thing. Not poster, but like the lineup that were showing when they were glimpsing into the earth. Speaking of which, it was really cool that we saw like the universe showing the Green Lanterns. I love when it was showing like what it showed at the very beginning of the crossover, like the first episode of the crossover, and instead of the monitor narrating, it's Oliver, Stephen Amell, I guess if you want. But I mean, it's Oliver. I think it's just like his physical body that's dead, and it's more like his spirit as a Spectre is there, because he didn't pass it on to anybody. And I just like the thought of. I'm trying to remember what this Earth Tooth image is. Oh no, that's right. Who's the robot? I don't recognize the robot. Now, okay, I can't tell who's all there. I think I see Hourman. I think there's a glare on my TV that it's hard to see everything. I think that's Hourman right in the red. And I think the other guy's. No, I don't remember. I'll look it up. They'll probably show me later. I thought it was really cool that they showed the Green Lantern stuff. Even though I know the Green Lantern stuff wasn't like the favorite, or the Green Lantern movie wasn't great, I just think it's really cool that they're showing it. Same thing with Titans, and they showed the Doom Patrol too. I don't remember which Earth that was, but I think it was 21. As great as that, I still think that it was a little fast. But again, it's what can you do when you got a lot still you have to do in one episode? There's only so much that can be put into it, and they were trying to not just put like the battle, they also wanted to put like emotional payoffs and like kind of closing things off. They're definitely getting ready to close off Arrow itself, but they're closing off kind of more Oliver's tale. And I'm not entirely sure what they're doing with the next two episodes. Please don't tell me. I just want to see what the next episodes are. The last episodes are going to be about. It was still a very quick fight, though. I do wish that the fight was a little longer, that there was maybe more issue involved, even though there was already like the issues from like the last 3 episodes where we basically lost. Well, not basically, we lost, but we just came back. Just very different, because again, Earths are merged. Most people don't remember what had happened. They just remember whenever Monitor shows up again, and then what they, the shadow showing up. That's something that only lasted for a few moments. To be fair, it only lasted a few moments for them in the first try too. Then the Earth got destroyed. So we didn't see Brainy at all. I don't think. It's gonna be interesting seeing like what's all gonna be different in Supergirl. Kara, how she deals with that, because it's still gonna be an adjustment. I feel, especially with the Lex and still Lena thing. I'm not really sure how they're gonna handle that. And then we still have the Leviathan people to deal with. There's so much that's still I don't know how we're gonna go about that. But a good thing about it is that Dig has Sarah now as well as I'm blanking, as JJ. And I'm wondering if it's gonna be if they're gonna have to adopt, not have to, but if what I mean is if shoot, how do I always forget his name? Bronze Tiger. I can't remember his actual name. It's pissing me off. But I think it's like at the tip of my tongue. I can't get it. But if something's gonna happen to where they'll end up adopting. I cannot talk today. Adopting Connor. Because I know they said that Connor's gone. Like all the future kids. Because that happened afterwards. Right? I'm trying to remember what all they remember before Jean, gave them brain dump. Because the kids showed up before, the whole monitor thing, before the crisis happened. So I don't know how much of it they remember. But there's so much more on Supergirl that's changed. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to freaking deal with. Again, going to the thing of Supergirl stuff, but not only is Lex he's more accepted, he's apparently it's a LexCorp subsidiary. That's what the DEO is, a LexCorp subsidiary. He's the boss. I don't see this going well unless Lex decides to be a good person for some freaking reason. I don't see that happening. I have no idea what's gonna happen there. But there was a lot of stuff that I didn't go into. Freaking the Bebo that showed up. First off, I know that it wasn't actually. Well, it was Bebo, but it wasn't Bebo wasn't betraying us. It was an illusion, kind of thing. I forgot. I think I know who that dude's supposed to be. In terms of DC, I think he's a very vague memory of hearing his name. I think, but I was like, how could Bebo betray us after all we've been through, Bebo? But it was a fake. And I love Sarah's like, Bebo. Oh no, who was it that it was? Barry said he's nothing sacred, and then Sarah says, what is it? She said, Bebo's off limits. I think is what she said, and then she knocks the guy out. It's a very interesting start to the episode. I know the start was the stuff with Kara and Lex, but still. And also showing Mick at his book signing. I miss the Legends so much. We only saw Nate and Ava as well as Mick. And also, obviously, Ray. And I wasn't catching what they were saying. Well, not catching, but I wasn't. I didn't know who she was talking about whenever Sarah brought up. I don't remember his name, but Zari, right? Wow, I feel so bad. Zari, her brother. I don't remember his name, but I'm assuming that's who they were talking about. We didn't see him. I'm assuming we're gonna get more into that whenever we actually pick up more Legend episodes, like the next week, I'm assuming. But I'm still bummed about the whole Zari thing. I know she's gonna be back. But I know it's still Zari, but it's just different because she didn't live the same life. I'm just upset because that's a whole that character growth for Zara. That's neither here nor there. It really has nothing to do with the crossover. I'm sorry, but it's just that's just something that's been upset me whenever that happened last season, the finale last season. But anyway, I like how Jean, he was when he came for the fight the first time, he had his Martian suit, but he had his human face, and he like that he was saying new world, new look. And I like how they were kind of, I'm thinking they're wanting to not use the CG face but still be able to use a suit. Less cost and less work. But then he shifted to the Martian face when he took flight, when they were fighting the giant antimatter. I don't know why he changed his face then. So I don't know if they're gonna keep with the normal face or maybe they'll go back and forth whenever he's fighting in the Martian suit. Not really sure. But one of the moments I really felt was whenever Sarah was talking to Barry and they were going when she brought up that Oliver was essentially, thinking about it, he's the last person who knew her before she became who she is now. Like he'd known her the longest and known her before she was an assassin. And it's just really difficult, like realizing that and that knowing that she doesn't have that anymore. I mean, she has the legends, her family, but it's the fact that she's lost Oliver. It's very difficult to take in, I guess. And then at basically his not his burial, but his not his funeral, but I was trying to remember. I can't remember what it is. His send off essentially. They had his suit in the middle of the hall of the building, the Hall of Justice building, and they had his symbol and they had it ablaze. It was just a nice touch, but it's really. I'm gonna get ready for like the emotional punch that comes in the last episodes, especially the last episode. I know, just the series finale is just gonna be like, come when everything all comes to a close finally. But yeah, I like the crossover overall. Again, I do feel like the last two episodes themselves were a bit quick, but I mean, what can you do when you have so much to work with, and so much that you want to do? You have to kind of cram it into 42, 45 minute episodes. Chunks. But overall, I thought it was great. I'm excited and interested to see what the next crossover is going to be, and just like what this means for like the Arrowverse as a whole. Like how they're all going to be tackling their stories from here on out. Now there's just so much different ties into it now, and things that would affect it, and things that will be ultimately just completely different because of the fact that they're merged. So this will be interesting going in. But guys, that is it for the Christ Son of Earth's crossover. My God. Hope to see you back here next week for Legends. I'm pretty sure it's next week. If you want to stick around, be sure to hit the subscribe button and check out our Patreon if you want to support us. You get early access polls. Link for that will be in the description down below, as well as comments. Again, guys, that's it. Hope to see you guys next week.